We interrupt this program to bring you a special news bulletin. The Japanese have attacked Pearl Harbor, Hawaii by air, President Roosevelt has just announced.
I was on my way to Lakeside to play a little golf. Then I heard the president announce, "We're now at war."
Bob Hope volunteered to fight. However, President Roosevelt had other plans for entertainers.
He was so grateful to be an American citizen, and he just felt he wanted to enlist, and the president told him that he was much better served doing what he did and to do it for our guys.
Bob Hope assembled a team of fearless and multi-talented entertainers. They had to be willing to travel to the front lines to boost the morale of those doing the actual fighting.
During World War II, American society and Hollywood was really pulling together for the war effort.
I think it's so important for people to remember a time when this country was incredibly united.
It was a feeling that this is my country, and I want to protect it, and I want to do what needs to be done.
In 1942, Hope's troupe performed at camps throughout the United States.
They started to look forward to this guy, Bob Hope.
In 1943, the United States was involved in a two-front war that spanned tens of thousands of miles. It would be the most horrific fighting the world had ever seen. There wasn't much to smile about if you were on the front lines of the battles.
Morale is a tricky thing. It evaporates in the boredom of inactivity, but it expands in the hearts and minds of laughing servicemen.
I realized how much laughter means to people and how it can be life-changing.
He's doing hundreds of shows every year for the military. And remember, he's still doing a weekly radio show and making several films a year in Hollywood.
Bob brought a whole show. You know, they did about a 45-minute show. You know, it was a vaudeville show, essentially. He brought them a packaged start-to-finish show, a monologue. There was music, there was dancing, there was patter, and it was a well-thought-out, crafted show that he brought to these people.
He had Frances Langford with him. He introduced her, and of course her theme song was "I'm in the Mood for Love." And she came out there and she says, "I'm in the mood for love." And some GI out in the crowd, they said, "You came to the right place, baby." I mean, it's little things like that that took the tightness out of the war.
Bob Hope and his talented lineup of Hollywood entertainers logged some 80,000 hard-traveled miles during World War II to entertain American troops, an astronomical number in the 1940s, especially in the middle of a world war.
What Bob Hope did during World War II, the travel alone, it's mind-boggling.
We're very thrilled being here.
They were ready to jump at a moment's notice to go where Bob wanted them to go, to bring cheers and smiles to the people that were fighting to protect our nation.
But we had a lot of fun.
Seeing those stars perform gave a little glimpse of that home that was still back there and ready and waiting for you upon your return.
We consider it a privilege to knock out these programs.
World War II was the greatest period of Bob Hope's life, one has to conclude, and for good reason.
He encountered some very difficult situations. He risked his life many times to get to serve those people that were in battle and bring them peace of home.
I think the laughter was something that really, really drove him.
5 of the most memorable years of my life, I won't tell you that.